Hello everyone, welcome to Desert Succulent, and today we will be featuring Faucaria tigrina, or commonly known as the tiger jaws. These kind of succulent are considered as mesembryanthemums or mesems. When we talk about mesems, these are species that resemble stones or pebbles. Probably you are more familiar with lithops. So lithop is also considered as a mesem as they resemble nga itong parang mukhang stones or pebbles. Although itong ating tiger jaws, it looks more like a small fanged na animal jaws because of this one. Ayan siya. So that what makes this plant extra special. In addition, itong ating tiger jaws grows in clumps of stemless and star-shaped na rosettes, and we would see here from the top, although it's not really that perfect na star, it really is very similar to that shape. It is a low-growing perennial succulent and it can only reach about 6 inches in height. If you will be trying to focus on this one, it has this triangular na shape and the color is light green and it's very fleshy or malaman siya. Para siyang rubber or yung mga chinelas natin, parang ganun yung texture niya. I can do this one without any tension as yung kanyang leaves are very flexible. As you can also notice, surrounding its leaves are white and upright tooth-like serrations. If you're gonna be touching it, it's not really that sharp. Ayan, it's also very soft. Itong kanyang mga teeth are actually harmless and they won't really hurt you once you touch it, and they have a different purpose. Itong mga teeth na to or spines are responsible in collecting moisture for the inner part of the plant to take water down to the roots. In any case that sobrang dry na yung soil and still there is no rainfall doon sa kanilang natural environment, then itong mga spines na to would now gather nga yung moisture from the air. During its flowering season, it will be giving you this bright yellow na flower. This one is about to bloom and this one here already started to bloom. So earlier this morning, we actually see this one bloom and it will look like this. Ayan siya. So what's interesting about sa kanyang flower is that it requires at least 3 hours or more of direct sun for it to bloom. Usually their flowers will open up around midday or mga tanghaling tapat and it will close up before the evening. So right now we are shooting at around 5:30 p.m. and we cannot really appreciate yung kanyang flower since it already closed, but nevertheless I have a picture ng kanyang flower kanina. Regarding sa kanilang light requirements, this type of succulent is a sun lover and they really love to be exposed sa ating full sun every day. It grows best in temperatures between 21 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. And that's very ideal dito sa Pilipinas. Whether you are located in the highland areas or the lowland areas, you can actually grow this kind of succulent. Watering wise, it requires yung ating thorough watering, especially if the topsoil is already dry to the touch. You always have to remember about overwatering because that is a sure way to kill this kind of succulent. We should never leave yung plant na ito to be in water, and even if nandun siya sa ating rain or shine area, still I always make sure to check yung kanyang soil if it's still dry or not. Like for example, umulan kanina, but as you can see, hindi talaga nag-penetrate yung tubig dito sa kanyang pinakailalim since it's just a typical afternoon rain dito sa Baguio and it's not really enough to fully soak nga itong soil. Usually yung ulan will just drop here and slide off, then it won't really penetrate dito sa kanyang pinaka-soil. And you can always buy yung mga ready-made na potting mix as they already contain yung mga essential nutrients na needed ng ating mga plants. But if you're gonna be making your own soil mix for this, make sure that you're gonna be using 1 part of coarse sand or yung buhangin and 2 parts na soil. And today I will be showing to you yung aking prepare. So we have here yung ating typical na soil. This one is a combination of, again, of our compost, and I also added some Osmocote fertilizer dito sa kanyang soil. And just in case you don't have sand na readily available sa inyong area, then you can always make use of your clay pots na nabasag, what you can do is actually do this. So I tried to pulverize or dinikdik ko siya and it would look like this. As you can see, it's very similar sa ating mga sand. Hindi ko siya masyadong dinikdik as we are trying to emulate nga yung rocky na environment niya. So this could be a perfect na medium in addition to our soil mix. So what we will be doing right now is just simply add this to our mixture. We will just be trying to mix it. So sa kanyang natural na environment, it's very rocky and they can just grow literally in between rocks, kagaya ng ating mga lithops. That's why it helps na we have big chunks of clay pots in here. Now let's talk about the propagation of the succulent. And one method nga is to remove yung kanyang mga pops or offsets na naka-attach dito sa ating mother plant. And you would see, we have a lot of offsets na dito. So this one is one offset, this another offset, ayan. And we also have like growing offsets doon sa loob. I think in this cluster, we already have 10 Faucaria Tigrina. So right now, I'll be showing to you kung paano natin i-separate yung isang offset. Although we will not be separating everything as I prefer na nasa cluster lang sila. So we are simply trying to loosen up yung kanyang soil. And you would notice na yung kanyang root system is very thin and it's very shallow. That's why pag gagamit kayo ng pots, make sure that it's gonna be a shallow one. Huwag masyadong malalim or else malulunod yung inyong succulent once you water them. Just try to remove itong mga dead leaves. Ayan siya. So this one is already dying. It's overwatered. So it has a lot of dried leaves dito in between sa kanya. And we have to remove that. We'll try to cut it here. Ayun lang siya. So we can actually air dry this for a couple of days. At least 3 to 5 days so that it would completely callus over before natin siya i-replant. You may trim the roots if you want. But for me, I am not gonna be doing the trimming today. We are done repotting our succulent and for the next 2 weeks, we will not be watering it. Make sure to put it sa isang bright shaded area muna. Then, gradually, we will be exposing it sa full sun exposure gaya ng dati. That's all for our tiger jaws na succulent. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You may also visit our Facebook page at Desert Succulent PH.